What's going on, traders? We're back with another weekly forecast. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button if you want to learn more about supply and demand trading and join the community. I do these videos every week and release them on Sunday every week. And there's a lot more of that on the channel as well. Anyways, let's get right into it. So this is Aussie US dollar. I'm just gonna update the charts here. We had supply here, clearly broke. We did have a test here. I'm not sure if there was a trade in there. I think there was. I think there was actually a trade up in here that I did take, even though it was tested. But anyway, so this supply is broken. We have new supply right up here, and it's currently reacting off there right now. As for demand, the most fresh demand is right there. Let me just mark the. Probably draw it like that. So this is, I mean, it's not technically tested yet according to the methodology, but you know, it's definitely reacting off it right now. And you know, if you go to even if you go to the weekly or the monthly, yeah, so we're still in that monthly supply area. Like that, the bigger picture. Aussie CAD, sure it's somewhat similar. I have talked about this before. This was being a trap, and there's this true supply right here. Had a pretty nice reaction off it. Didn't end up holding. So we'll get rid of that. As far as supply goes, broken. So right there, it's pretty tough. I really like going to the extremes. But you do have some supply zones, quite a bit. It's reacting off there right now, and this would be your trend line. If you go to the 4 hour, even the 1 hour, there's some opportunities. Anyways, Aussie New Zealand, that's what we had drawn out before. Reacted off our demand, which I like that demand. Supply was taken out. It's now right above here. Kind of got these levels on top of levels here. As far as supply goes, but you kind of got not much up to here. Like I'm not drawing that out, so I'd probably rather just wait. I don't even know if I'd be a buyer. I think I'd be a buyer in here for sure. Not in here. It's already tested, but that would be the correct momentum line right now. And you even have a new zone that was formed right there, and price is reacting off of that. So level on top of level. There's a lot of demand below to stop. There's a lot of supply above to stop it as well. So I could see this thing just like for a while, just like coming up here. There's a lot of demand and supply here. So Cad Yen, this had a reaction. Broke. Gonna draw it like that. As far as supply goes, I would be careful of that. And then obviously you have that very nice supply up at the top. There was some trading in here though before at this level. Something to keep an eye out. But this is a based drop that is fresh, obviously, but something to watch out for. I've seen these work before. And then as far as demand, you have this base rally. It's not the greatest. I'm definitely not like super excited to look for buys in there. Not the best demand till down here. CAD Swiss, we were in this range for a bit. clearly broke that range now. Got some new demand here. You have possible demand forming here. What I would want to see for this to be demand would be like another candle like that closing, and then I would look for buys in this area. But until then, that's not demand. As far as supply goes, you have that at the extreme right there. A lot of trading in this area, though. I don't expect that to hold. Swiss yen. You had somewhat of a reaction at this drop base, or this supply zone right here. I drew this out. I didn't think that was going to hold. I thought it was pretty bad. Pretty bad considering this wick all the way down here and all the trading in the area. As you can see, prices blew right through. So, wow, you actually don't really have that much till up here, and even this isn't great. That's tested. I'd probably actually just keep it drawn like that. And you might even be able to just draw that like that as well. And this, I'm just going to extend like that. That's what I see. Euro USD, this is broken. You have demand down here. You have a massive supply zone. I'd much rather almost just, I don't know, it's all pretty choppy. That's what I'll have for that right now. It's on a very clear uptrend as well. Euro pound reacting off this demand right now. You do still have that supply up there. It's just kind of in this range, and price is even reacting off of that supply right now. Yeah, so it's in this range. I like to be a seller up here, maybe a buyer down in this area down here. Euro yen, this had a reaction, did end up breaking though, which is why I always like to go onto the smaller time frame just to get my entry down, so I can make, you know, like a small move like that only move like 2 to 1 on the bigger time frame. Maybe it's like 5 to 1 on a smaller time frame with confirmation, right? You got some supply up there. You do have some there as well, and obviously you got some there. But right now, I wouldn't be buying here. It's a little high in the curve. But this is a good example of it's all green candles, right? Like it's clearly been on a tear, and I feel like this will drop just as hard. So definitely want to be looking for some shorting opportunities for sure. The pound, got some supply up there that I'm not a huge fan of. A lot of trading in the area. I like to move away though. Definitely would be worth taking a stab at on a smaller time frame. As far as demand goes, you got kind of a bunch of little zones in here. That would be my trend line. Broke these highs. Yeah. Pound Swiss. We were stuck there. Had a reaction off that zone. Ended up breaking, and then we reacted off that zone, or barely reacted off that zone. Gonna have some demand in there. We are on an uptrend. And just like that other chart I was showing you, if there's a candle close here and it breaks above that, you're going to have some demand right there. But as for now, that is not demand. The pound yen, that supply reacted, tested, and a lot of these looking the same. That broke. New supply up there, a lot of trading in the area, just like the other chart. Gonna have some demand right there as well. And this is also on an uptrend. New Zealand, supply broke. You got some demand here. Got supply there. A lot of trading in that area, though. Not a fan of that. A lot of trading. Nothing really that fresh. Oh, sorry about that, guys. But very clear uptrend, though. A lot of these pairs have just been on a tear, eh? New Zealand, Swiss, that broke. You have some selling up here. It's tough. These are tough. I'm not even gonna go up that high. You do have some demand here, though. Yeah, and it's a clear uptrend, just like most of these pairs at the moment. But as you can see, for a lot of them, there's some supply above that might give it a hard time. That supply is broken. I'm not a huge fan of any of this. Yeah, this all broke anyways. But if you look at that, I'm just gonna have that drawn out just to see. Nothing I'm gonna trade at, but you got some supply up there as well. A lot of trading. Like, a lot of these are just tested, so. USD CAD. This is one chart I've been waiting for because I do like that clear downtrend, and you're gonna have some new supply there as well, and you're gonna have some new supply here as well. Have some potential supply here, but it's essentially getting right where I've wanted it to go for a while, which is right in that area. But the only thing to keep in mind is this basing right here, right before this zone. I don't like that. I think maybe it'll have a hard time going through here, but eventually it'll come back down. If this breaks through here, I'd like to be shorting right there. The yen, that broke. You're going to have some selling up here. You got another zone right there, level on top of level. This broke. You do have demand here, but I don't. If you were to extend this way, like, look how much trading is in that area, right? Very clear uptrend though. USD Swiss. That broke. We are on a downtrend. I like this demand here. It is tested on the way out, but I don't want to draw this. This didn't really do anything. It is reacting off there now, so maybe we could draw it just as like a low type thing. But you also have that basing right here. And then the Singapore dollar, last one. You do have this demand down here that I definitely like. This looks kind of like USD CAD almost. Get that downtrend. And you got some more basing here as well to keep an eye out. Yeah. And then, you know what, we'll do gold as well. Gold, we do have, that was broken. So we have that supply there. Gold's just a mess right now. But yeah, that's what I see for gold. It's kind of in this range. If you've been watching me for a while, you know my opinion on gold. I think it's gonna go up, but that's just my opinion. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys all have a trading week, good trading week. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments. That'd be cool. Anyways, take care, guys. See you next week.